In this video, I'm going to show you how you can collect ACH payments when your customers are signing your Docusign contract. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing that you want to know is that Docusign doesn't provide a payment gateway or payment processor itself. What you have to do if you want to collect ACH payments is to connect one of the payment processors that Docusign integrates natively with. If you want the ACH payment to happen at the time of signing the envelope for when your customers sign a document. And so, although Docusign integrates with 6 different payment gateways, only 3 of them accept ACH payments: Authorize.net, Stripe, and Elavon. I have not personally worked with Elavon, so I can't give you my take on it, but I can give you pricing and how the solution works for Authorize.net and Stripe. Stripe doesn't charge a monthly fee. Instead, it's a transaction fee capped at $5 per transaction, so it's very cheap. I think it's around 0.8% per transaction, capped at $5. On the other hand, Authorize.net charges you $25 per month plus 10 cents per transaction. So if you're doing lots of volume, Authorize.net might be a better solution for you. Let me first give you a quick demo of what we want to happen. So imagine you send a document for signature to one of your customers, whether you're using a standard Docusign template, or maybe you're using a self-service web form like the one that I'm using right now. If you don't know what the different types of templates are, I recommend you watch that video as well. And if you want to learn more about web forms, if you enjoy what I'm going to show you right now in terms of workflow, then I would recommend you watch the video on how to create and use web forms in 2025. But let's just imagine that the customer is selecting the option that they want to go with because you offer 3 types of packages: Starter, Pro, or Enterprise. And then you want them to fill out their information. And then you want them to sign your contract, and then you want them to pay using ACH payment directly at the time of signing. So this is the standard Docusign signing experience. Maybe you didn't use a web form, but in the end, this is what it's going to look like. So the customer has selected the starter package, which means we're going to charge them $999. The only thing they need to click is on the signature field and then click on finish. And here we have a pop-up. I will show you how to disable the credit card payment method. You have both, but let's just focus on ACH for now. I'm going to enter my name, as well as a routing number and an account number, and pay and finish. Now the payment has been completed, and this is amazing. It redirects us to the next landing page, or thank you page, I should say, that tells the customer what the next steps are. Let me explain step by step how you can set up exactly what I showed you right now. And if we haven't met before, my name is Sofiane Saoudi. I used to be a Docusign consultant working for Docusign themselves back in 2019. And since 2020, I founded Docusign Consulting, an agency that helps organizations implement and integrate Docusign workflows. If your organization spends lots of time chasing documents, collecting signatures, and basically dealing on paperwork, there's a huge opportunity for you to save time, money, and headaches if you set up the system in the right way. For example, you could generate a sales contract at the click of a button using your CRM data being merged automatically in the document, automatically track the status of each signer so that you never have to wonder whether your envelopes have been signed, and your sales team doesn't have to chase your admin team. And then when the documents are signed, you can do 2 things really cool. You can extract the signed PDF and place it in a folder of your choosing, or maybe in a CRM. And you can even rename how that file name gets stored so that you never have to look for a document lost in email threads again. And the information entered in the form fields by your signers can be extracted and also populated in a spreadsheet, in a CRM, or any other system that you use. For example, to create sales receipt in QuickBooks once the information has been completed in Docusign. And so you can do this on your own by watching those tutorials and trial and error. But if you don't have the time or capacity or willingness to become Docusign expert like we have for the last almost close to a decade now, then you can book a consultation with one of our Docusign automation consultants using the link just down below. During the call, we will review your process and propose the best implementation roadmap for your unique business workflow. But if you're more of a DIY person, I would recommend that you download our free Docusign Mastery Cheat Sheet because it will help you get started with Docusign on the right foot. Now, let me show you how to configure these integrations inside of your Docusign account. So the first thing you'll have to do is to go to your admin page. You have to be an admin for this. And then if you scroll down to the left, you will see a payments tab. So what we want to do is to add a payment gateway. And so first you will need to create an account with one of those payment gateways, whichever you want to use. In this case, I'm just going to use Stripe. The process is the same anyways, whether you use Stripe or Authorize.net in terms of setting it up. I've just entered my Stripe credentials, and here I'm just redirected to my Docusign account. What I would recommend is that if you do have multiple gateways, you just rename your gateway. And so this one is just going to be the Stripe sandbox. We're going to click on save. And now I'm going to go back to one of my templates. In my case, I'm using a web form, which is what I showed you earlier. The web form is already built, so I'm not going to go into the details of how you create the web form from start. I'm just going to focus on how to add the payment gateway inside of the template that is connected to my web form. And again, if you haven't watched videos on how to create web forms and templates, you can watch these videos as well. Here in our template, we have different payment options. And so here, I just need to choose which payment gateway I want to use for each of those. And I can't choose different gateways. And the reason that I have 3 options is because the customer can either choose the Starter, Pro, or Enterprise, and I'm using Docusign conditional logic to determine which of the 3 payment fields will be used. And if you're not sure how conditional logic works, it simply allows you to show or hide fields based on an input from your customers or from your signers. I would recommend that you watch my video on how to use conditional logic because it will help you create more complex workflows to make the process more simple for the actual end users. And so to add a payment field, what you want to do is drag and drop a payment item here. And then you want to choose which gateway you want to use. So in this case, we're going to use the Stripe payment gateway that we've just added before and click on OK. And then from here, you can either save the payment method or collect payment. In our case, I'm showing you how to collect the actual payment as opposed to saving the account numbers, but you can do that as well. We're going to have to enter the actual amount for the payment. So let's just say we're going to collect $200. And so that's the reason that I have 3 different versions of those because I have 3 different options in my form. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this one and just show you how I've configured mine. I have the first one and here I can make sure that I unselect credit card and only allow ACH payment. And so here I have the fixed amount that is $999. Now for my $199, same thing. By the way, if you uncheck credit card or ACH in one of your payment fields, in case you have multiple, that won't work. So for example, here, if I click on credit card and then go back here, credit card is still checked. You either have to accept card or ACH or both for all the payment items. So this is how I've set it up inside of Docusign. And by the way, the payment field could also have been a formula field in case your customers are choosing a certain amount of product. We can then use a formula field to calculate the actual amount that's going to be collected. So I'm going to click on Get Form URL, and now we're going to do a test. All right, so I've just selected Pro. The only thing that we need to do is click on Finish, and it's going to ask me to pay $1,999. I'm going to use my business account and click Submit. And this is my take on how to collect payments using ACH with Docusign. Now, if you want to learn more about how the Docusign payment works and how you can use credit cards, for example, to collect payments and save payment methods and create subscriptions and things like this, I'd recommend that you watch my video on how to use Docusign payments. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to create formula fields so you can calculate dates and amounts automatically. I will see you in the next video. And until then, happy signing. Ciao.